Have you ever wondered how our ancestors carved out an entire mountain to build a temple without machines, or how they could move stones weighing hundreds of tons with just human hands? Have you ever wondered how our ancestors carved out an entire mountain to build a temple without machines, or how they could move stones weighing hundreds of tons with just human hands? Before electricity, before modern science, ancient India had already mastered technologies that today's engineers still struggle to explain. Welcome to LARA'S Ancient Tales, where today we explore the lost innovations of ancient India. Inventions that prove our ancestors were not just spiritual, they were scientific geniuses. Let's begin with one of the most extraordinary engineering marvels in the world, the Kailasa Temple at Ellora. This temple was carved out of a single mountain, not built but scooped down from the top. Archaeologists estimate that over 4 lakh tons of rock were removed, and yet the structure stands perfectly symmetrical, as if carved by the laser precision. No signs of scaffolding, no records of machinery, just perfect alignment, geometry and balance. Modern engineers says even with today's technology this would be nearly impossible. So how did they do it over 1200 years ago? Some say sound vibration technology, others believe it was a lost technique of softening rock through herbal solutions. Whatever it was, it shows that ancient Indian engineering was centuries ahead of its time. Next, let's look at something that has baffled scientists for over 1600 years, the Iron Pillar of Delhi. Standing tall since the Gupta period, this iron structure has not rusted for over 1600 years. Despite rain, sun and pollution, modern metallurgists found that it contains a thin layer of mesavite, a compound that prevents corrosion, something modern industry only discovered in the 20th century. How did the ancient blacksmith know this secret of anti-rust technology? Was it by accident or a lost metallurgical formula based down from ancient folks? In Sanskrit texts like the Vimanas Shastra, ancient sages describe Vimanas, flying chariots used by gods and humans. These were not the poetic imagination. The text give detailed designs, mention aerodynamics, fuel types and even navigation systems. For example, it talks about a mercury engine that produced thrust, a concept scientists are still experimenting with today. Were these symbolic stories or descriptions of technologies lost in time? Ancient India's scriptures often combine spirituality and science in ways we are only beginning to understand. Over 2000 years ago, a scholar named Sushruta wrote the Sushruta Samhita, a medical encyclopedia that described over 300 surgical procedures and 120 surgical instruments. He performed plastic surgeries, cataract operations and even transplant techniques long before modern medicine existed. The precision, cleanliness and herbal anesthesia methods used by ancient Indian surgeons show a deep understanding of biology and chemistry. And even today, many Ayurvedic formulas are found to be scientifically accurate when tested in labs. Long before modern plumbing, ancient Indians built cities with advanced water management systems. The Indus Valley civilization had perfectly aligned drainage, water purification and even underground reservoirs. Stepwells like Rani Ki Vav and Chand Bauri were not just beautiful, they were temperature regulators and rainwater harvesting systems. Our ancestors understood hydrology, climate balance and architecture in harmony with nature. They did not fight nature, they worked with it. Did you know the famous Damascus steel of the Middle East was actually based on Indian wood steel? Indian blacksmiths of Chera and Chola kingdoms produced the finest carbon steel known to man, flexible yet unbreakable. The swords were so strong they could cut through other blades without damage. When Europeans encountered them, they could not replicate the formula because the secret lay in controlled carbon fusion and iron crystals, mastered by the Indian metallurgists thousands of years ago. So, what happened to all this knowledge? Much of it was lost through invasions, fires, and centuries of neglect. Ancient universities like Nalanda and Takshashila, once centers of science and innovation, were destroyed. But even from the fragments that survived, we see that India once led the world in architecture, astronomy, mathematics, metallurgy, and medicine. Our temples were not just places of worship, they were centers of energy, science, and innovation. The story of ancient India is not about myths, it's about a civilization that mastered the blend of spirituality and technology. If we look deeper, we might still find the blueprints of our future hidden in the stones of our past. This is LARA'S Ancient Tales, bringing you the forgotten wisdom of Bharat's glorious past. If you like this video, then don't forget to like, share and subscribe to LARA'S Ancient Tales, because every click helps us uncover another secret from ancient India. Until next time, keep exploring and keep wondering.